this is Susie Evans from Yoga Warriors. You're welcome. This is a pregnancy class. We're going to do fusion today. And before we get started, I just want to explain about some of the props. Maybe some of you have young children that are going to be doing this with you. If that's the case, you can put out a mat and set them next to you. We've got a blanket here. Maybe you want to put a blanket while you're seated. They'll be nice and comfortable. Maybe you want to release the tailbone from the sacrum. You can use a block for that. Sit on that block, like that. Or you don't have a block, that's okay. You can use a soft book and place that book underneath, and I'll do the same thing. Also, I've got a couple of pillows for the end to use during Savasana. One will go under the head, one will go out between the knees. And I've got a chair because with that extra baby in front of us, that extra weight, it tends to turn off the balance. You know, we're not as like we were before we were pregnant. So you feel free to use that, or you can put your hand against the wall while we're balancing. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Again, I want you to be comfortable, so your legs can be crisscrossed, they can be extended, whatever feels comfortable to you. The left hand onto the heart, the right hand onto the baby. Close those eyes and get that nice deep Ujjayi pranayama. Nice deep breaths in and out through that nose. If that nose is congested and you need to breathe through the mouth, that's okay. You can do that. Yoga is always about the breath, though. Remember, any kind of benefits that you get, your baby gets as well. So that you're feeling more calm because that parasympathetic response is increased. Your baby's going to feel that. Breathing deeply in and out through the nose actually drops the blood pressure and drops the heart rate. I'll do the same thing for your baby. I'll boost that immune system, and your baby will feel that as well. So we're breathing nice and deep. It's a process. It takes us about a minute or so to get into that. We're doing a pregnant yoga class. It's different than a regular fitness class. We can't lay on our backs. We can't lay on the right side. We can't come onto our stomachs. We can't do any deep forward bends, but we're going to modify for that today. Very softly, go ahead and open the eyes. We're going to get those hips engaged in the pelvis by bringing the soles of the feet onto the mat with the knees up. And just allow the knees to go to either side. Just resting your hands onto the knees. Take the shoulders up and down, maybe drawing the chin down towards the collarbone. We're getting into the pelvis, the inner legs. A little spinal extension, maybe closing the eyes because that is really relaxing. Eyes, bring the hands on the outside of the knees and slowly bring the knees in. Again, you can crisscross the legs, you can extend them, you can stay in bound cobbler, you can be in a V-sit. We're going to take care of the neck. We get a lot of tension when we're pregnant in the neck, so bring the chin down towards the collarbone if it's okay for that neck. We're going to do a clockwise circle. We're going to go slow and controlled. So inhaling, taking the chin towards that left shoulder. Breathing nice and deep in and out through that nose. Over towards the right shoulder, then coming on over back to the center. When your chin comes back to the center, you're going to go counterclockwise. So you're going to take the chin towards the right shoulder, lifting it up towards the ceiling, nice and slow at your own pace. Coming on over to that left shoulder, coming back to the center. When that chin comes back to the center, slowly lift that chin up, take those shoulders up and down. Now we're going to release some tension in the shoulders. We're going to inhale, taking the shoulders up towards those earlobes, and exhale, slowly dropping them down, nice and slow. And inhaling on up, exhaling on down, inhaling up, exhaling down. As the shoulders come down, take the shoulders up, draw them back towards the shoulder blades, even closing the eyes here. This opens up the muscle and connective tissue, allowing all that oxygen, alkaline rich circulation to get in, to be healing. Gently stop, take the shoulders up and down towards heart center. Slow and controlled. Gentle. And relax the shoulders and softly open the eyes. Go ahead and extend the legs out in front of us. We get the back of the body engaged by inhaling the hands up, flexing the toes towards the knees, and exhaling on down. Again, inhaling, flexing and reaching, and exhale, pointing and coming down. One more time, inhaling, flexing, reaching, exhale, point and come down. Go ahead and wiggle those toes, get the circulation all the way to the tips of those toes, and relax the toes. We're going to strengthen the wrists. The right hand is going to be in the front, the left hand is going to come back. We're going to push the right fingers in the palm of the left hand and gently press the back of that left hand and left the palm into that right hand. This is to strengthen that wrist. The area of focus is in the middle of that right palm. This will help prevent carpal tunnel. And then release the hands, switching hands. Now the left hand's on the inside, the right hand's on the outside. Press the left fingers into the right palm. Press the right fingers in the back of that left hand. And release and just wiggle those fingers, getting the circulation all the way to the tips of those fingers. And relax. So as we go from a sitting to standing position, stay connected to your breath and please take your time. We're going to slowly come on up. And if you need a drink of water, now would be a great time to go get one. So just take your time. When you get into that standing position, have the feet about hips width. Being pregnant, that'll give us a little bit more stability. Okay, we're going to begin with some half-sun salutations. So inhale the hands up, reach for that length, palms together, exhaling down to heart center. And inhaling on up, reaching for that length, palms together, exhaling down. And inhaling, taking the hands up, reaching for that length, palms together, exhaling on down. We're going to begin in warrior one. So the right foot's the front foot. We're going to step back with the left foot. The hips are going to be squared forward. In a typical fusion class, they do between 8 and 15 reps. We're just going to do 8 today. So inhale the hands up and exhale, bend the knee. The knee is over the ankle, it's not over the toes. We're going to pretend that we've got a lat pull down bar. We're going to make a gentle fist. Inhale and exhale, squeeze those shoulders. Inhale up and exhale, squeeze those shoulders. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze those shoulders. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze those shoulders. We're halfway there. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze those shoulders. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze those shoulders. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze those shoulders. Last one, inhale up, exhale, we'll hold that squeeze. You can feel that in the back of the shoulders, on those shoulder blades and those lat muscles. And take the arms out like wings, maybe spreading the fingers. If you want to look up for balance, you can. If you want to keep the chin down, that's fine. Looking up will stretch the front of that neck. And relax on down. We're going to turn towards that left wall, bring the arms out like wings. We're going to go into triangle pose, so straighten that front right leg. We're going to hinge with the hip, take an inhale, hinge down, either bringing the hand onto the thigh or the upper shin. I wouldn't go all the way down being pregnant. We're going to do some shoulder rolls, so inhale that right hand up, and exhale, slowly come down. We're not going to do 8 on this one, just 2 forwards and 2 backwards. Inhale up, exhale down. This is getting those obliques on the left side. And as that hand comes up, inhale, lengthen, exhale, come down at your own pace, just taking your time. When the arm gets to the top, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, slowly come down into traditional triangle. Again, looking down at that right foot is easiest. If you want to challenge yourself, you can look towards that left wall. Now, it might be harder being pregnant, but if you want to play with the balance, you can look up at the lifted right hand or lifted left hand. Reach the hand up, open that chest out, envision the crown of the head moving away from the body. Slowly come back up, arms like wings. We're going to rest that left shoulder by dropping the left hand onto the left hamstrings and floating the right hand up. Reverse triangle. Again, you can reach straight Up and down. That's the best thing to do during pregnancy, because if we lean back, it's going to stretch those ligaments. Breathe nice and deep into those right lungs. We're going to do some lunges. We're going to take the left hand up, meeting the right. We're going to reach for that length. As we exhale, we're going to go into warrior two. 8 times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Take your time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Halfway. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And we're going to hold that. So we're going to look down that right shoulder, that right elbow, that right middle finger. We've got options here. If you want a wider stance to get in the pelvis, you can kind of spread that back foot in a little bit. We do tend a little forward, so the back hammer to the left hand can come back. We can soften those shoulders by taking the shoulders up, then drawing them down. That should feel really good. All right, go ahead and drop the hands, come to the center. We're going to go into frog pose. Again, we're pregnant, so that weight of the body is going to bring us down. So having a wider stance will probably be easier than having a closer stance. You can have your feet out slightly. There's no need to have them out at 45 or 90 degrees. You want to be mindful that the spine stays neutral, that the glutes don't go out, the glutes aren't tucked in. We're just going to bring the hands in prayer position. We're going to inhale, we're going to exhale, we're going to bend the knees. The knees are over the ankle. Inhale back up, exhale back down, getting the inner legs. Inhale up, exhale down, slight bend. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, 2 more, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, and exhale, we're going to hold that. Okay, the glutes are neutral, hands are in prayer position to help keep us centered. We can look 3 feet on the ground in front of us to help us with that balance. Slowly come back up. Go ahead and turn the left toes towards the left wall. Have the right toes turn forward. We're going to inhale the arms back out. We're going to inhale and exhale. We're going to bend that right knee. We're going to hold warrior two, but we're going to squeeze the pelvic floor. It's called Mula Bandha. We're going to hold that to strengthen the pelvic floor. Stay connected with your breath. And relax those pelvic muscles. Take the arms on forward, reaching on up. This is for the obliques. We're going to scissor the hands. Inhale. Right hand down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Slow and controlled. Inhale down. Exhale up. 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 Draw the hands behind the back. Analyze the fingers. Taking the shoulders up. Rolling them down. Pressing the hands between the legs. This should feel good on those shoulders after doing those scissors. Stay connected to that breath. Go ahead and straighten the front leg. Relax the hands, scissor that back leg, and come on up. All right, we're going to do the other side. So inhale the hands up, reaching for that length. Palms together, exhaling down nice and slow. Inhaling, reaching for that length. Palms together, exhaling down. Inhale, reach for that length. Palms together, exhaling on down. All right, we're going to go into warrior one. The left foot's the front foot. We're going to step back with the right foot. The hips are squared forward. We're going to inhale the hands up. We're going to exhale. We're going to bend the left knee. The knee is over the ankle. It's not over the toes. We're going to strengthen those back muscles. So pretend we've got a lat bar. Make a gentle grip. Take an inhale and exhale. Squeeze those shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale. Squeeze those shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze those shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze those shoulders halfway. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze those shoulders. 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 Again, we'll hold for a few breaths. Take the arms out. Open the fingers up, maybe looking up towards the ceiling, or you can look down, whatever you feel is right for you in that balance. And relax. We're going to turn towards the right wall, adjusting that right foot. We're going to turn the arms up like wings at shoulders height. We're going to go into triangle. We're going to do those shoulder circles. So take an inhale, exhaling, and then bringing the hand onto that top leg, not the knee, maybe the top of that shin. Again, we don't want to go too far down, and lifting that right hand up. So for now, we're going to look down at the left foot while we do those shoulder circles. Take an inhale, reach, exhale, slowly move forward. Gentle, slow, and controlled. Inhale, reach, exhale, go forward. Now, as we come up, we're going to go backwards. So inhale, reach, come on down. Again, you're going to feel this in the obliques, which are very important for pregnancy. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come on down. And we're going to hold that. It's your choice. You can look down at the left foot. You can look over towards the right wall. You can look up with the lifted right hand, whatever feels comfortable for you. Stay connected with those breaths. Slowly come up. Let's rest that right shoulder by dropping the right hand onto the right hamstring. Left hand comes up and just comes straight up. Don't lean back. Just reach straight up and down. Breathe nice and deep into those left lungs and just enjoy this stretch. All right, we're going to do some warrior 2 flows. So inhale up. Exhale, bend that left knee. Inhale up and reach. Exhale, bend that knee. Inhale up and reach. Exhale, bend that knee. Halfway there. Inhale up and reach. Inhale up and bend. 2 more. Inhale up and bend. This time we're going to hold it. Inhale up. We're going to hold warrior 2. The knee is over the ankle, it's not over the toes. The hips are squared towards that right wall. If you want a wider stance, go ahead and scissor back with that right foot. We do ting a little forward, so the back hand, which is the right hand, can come back. You can soften that neck by taking the shoulders one time up or rolling them down. Again, focusing over that left shoulder, that left elbow, that left middle finger. And come to the center, bringing the hands in prayer position. We're going to do standing frog to get the inner leg. Again, being pregnant, having a wider stance does help. We don't want the glutes out, we don't want them tucked in. We want a neutral spine. Finding that focal point about 3 feet away will be easiest. And as we bend the knees, again, we want the knees over the ankles. So inhale, and exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten, exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten, exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten, don't lock the knees. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten, exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten, exhale, bend the knees. This time we'll hold that. Inhale, straighten, exhale, bend the knees. The knees are over the ankles. The glutes are neutral. Palms are together to keep us centered. And that focal point is 3 feet away. Again, this is for that inner leg. Go ahead and straighten the legs. Turn the right foot towards the right wall. Have the arms come out like wings. Have the left foot face forward. We're going to look over that left shoulder, that left elbow, that left middle fingers. Take an inhale. Rebend that left knee. We're going to go into Mula Bandha by squeezing the pelvic muscles to strengthen those. As we do that, we don't hold on to that breath. Go ahead and relax those pelvic muscles. Drop the right hand. Coming forward with both hands. We're going to scissor the hands. So inhale, drop the left hand. And exhale, drop the right. Inhale, drop the left. Exhale, drop the right. Inhale, drop the left. Exhale, drop the right. Inhale, drop the left. Exhale, the right. Halfway there. Inhale, drop the left. Exhale, right. Inhale, drop. Exhale, right. Inhale, drop. Exhale, right. Inhale, drop. Exhale, hold that up there. Have the hands come behind the back. Analyze to the fingers. Taking the shoulders up and down and pressing the hands between the legs. Again, we're stretching the front of the shoulders and that sternum. Stay connected with that breath. And release, straighten that front leg. Scissor that back foot on in. We're going to do a little balance. We're going to go into chair pose. Just like as we were doing those lunges with Warrior 2, think of it as squats with chair pose. So have the feet hips width apart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Halfway there. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. One more. Inhale, reach. We're going to hold that. Put the weight of the body into the heels. Again, if it's hard in the shoulders, the hands come forward. Go ahead and inhale the hands up. We're going to reach for that length. Drop the left hand on down. Take the right hand and go towards the left. Just taking a little break. Doing those right obliques. Come back to the center. Drop the right hand and lift the left hand up as we inhale. And exhale, go towards the left or the right. Stretching the left side of the body. Coming back to the center, reaching those hands up, palms together, pressing those hands up. Thought this would be a nice way to end. And exhaling on down. We're going to inhale the hands up. We're going to reach for that length. Palms together, exhaling down to heart center. Again, inhale, reaching up for that length. Palms together, exhaling on down. Again, inhaling, reaching up for that length. Palms together, exhaling down to heart center. Very good. As we go from standing to seated, stay connected to the breath and please take your time. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. We're going to go into sunbird to strengthen the erector spinalis muscles of that low back. So slowly take your time. Putting the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees are under the hips. We're in a neutral spine. The toes are going to be uncurled and we're going to turn the chin and look down. That's going to be safest for that neck. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to extend the left leg with the toes on the ground. And we're going to lift that left foot up. Toes are going to spiral down. We're going to push away with that foot. Now being pregnant, this might be perfect for you. But for those of you that have yoga experience and you feel that it is safe, you're going to have the left hand down. You'll take the opposite hand and reach that forward. That right palm is going to face towards that left wall. You reach with that right hand, you can press with that left foot. You can keep the right hand down if you feel unstable. This is our balance. Come back with the right hand, and then come back with the left knee. So the right hand's under the right shoulder, the left knee's underneath that left hip. The chin is still down to protect that neck. We're going to do the other side. So extend the right leg coming onto the toes. Lift the foot up, spiral the toes down. Again, if you don't feel comfortable lifting the left hand up, please keep the left hand here. You're still getting that back. But if you feel comfortable, you can extend the left hand with the left palm facing towards the right room, reaching with that left hand. Everybody can press with that right foot. Come on back with that left hand and that right foot. We're going to go into down puppy. So we're going to keep the hips over the knees. We're going to bring the hands forward, maybe about 6 inches, and drop the chin towards the collarbone. That's a nice stretch for that back. And just breathe. Downward dog would be too much of a forward fold, so we can modify with this. And slowly come on up. We're going to continue our balance on the mat by going into a low lunge. So we're going to step forward with that right foot. We're going to take that left knee back. And if you feel comfortable, you can bring both hands towards that knee. You can lean slightly forward just to get a nice stretch of that left quadricep. And if you feel like you want to play with some balance more, you can reach the hands up and release the fingers with the index finger and thumb in the steeple. This is stretching that right hip, that left quadricep, and working on our balance in a safe way. Go ahead and bring the hands on back, nice and slow. Putting the hands onto the knees, putting the hands onto the ground. Switch legs, taking your time, putting the right knee on the ground. Slowly take that left knee up. Right foot's uncurled. So again, coming up with the left hand, followed by the right hand. Lean slightly forward with that left knee, stretching that right quadricep. If you feel comfortable, bring both hands up. You can bring the palms together, coming on up, and releasing the finger, but the index finger and thumb. Again, playing with that balance. Bring the hands back in prayer position. Slowly exhale them down. Bring the hands onto the ground. Come onto the knees. Either go to the right or to the left. With those hips to come into a comfortable seated position. Please take your time. Just come on up. We're going to begin with the legs extended. We're going to flex the toes. We're going to reach up high with the hands. Earlier we stretched the quadriceps and the hips. Now we're getting the back of the legs. And exhale on down. Go ahead and extend the left leg, or bend the left leg in. Then bring the right leg out. So the right leg's on the outer side. This is going to give a nice stretch to that right hip. We're going to do a couple of different stretches here. The first one we're going to do is called cow pose. That's for the upper body. Now I have a long torso and short arms, and my hands can't meet, and that's okay. I enjoy the stretch anyway. If your hands can meet, that's fine, but if they can't, it's very important not to force that. So the left hand is going to go behind the back as if you've got an inch with the fingers facing up. You're going to reach the right hand up for that length, and exhale. I put my hand onto my right shoulder, but if you can connect your hands, that's fine, but don't force that connection. That connection isn't important. What's important is a stretch. This is a great stretch because you can feel it in the back of the right shoulder, the back lat muscles, the front of the left shoulder, and those chest muscles. Just breathe nice and deep. Go ahead and drop the left hand, coming onto the fingertips, and slowly walk the left hand to the left until you feel this area right here. When you feel that area, stop, take the right hand up, and just touch the left ear. Don't pull it down. Close the eyes. So if there's any tension in that left side of the neck, just exhale that tension away. Just let it go. And softly open the eyes. Release. Go ahead and change the position of the feet. So now the left leg is in front, so that left hip is going to get a gentle stretch while we're doing this. Now if you're right-handed like I am, I'm tighter on my dominant side, so you might find that the right side's a little harder if you're right-handed. So go ahead and put the right hand behind the back, the fingers facing up. Inhale, reach, get that length of the left side of the body, and go ahead and have the left hand onto the left shoulder, or you can connect, but don't force that connection. Just enjoy that stretch. Now the back of the left shoulder, the lat muscles are getting stretched, as well as the front of the right shoulder and those pectorals. All right, we're going to stretch the right side of the neck by slowly taking that right hand out, coming onto the fingertips, walking the fingers towards the right, so you feel that stretch right there. When you feel that, just stop, reach that left hand up, just touch the right ear. Don't pull the neck, just touch it. Close the eyes, and if there's any tension, just exhale that tension away out of that right side of that neck. Just let it go. Gently open the eyes and release. Go ahead and get into a comfortable seated position. You can stay where you're at. You can extend the legs. Get the shoulders up and down. Just closing the eyes, maybe putting the index finger and thumb together. And now come back to the natural rhythm of that breath. No longer breathing really deep in and out through the nose. We're coming back to the natural rhythm of that breath. As we said at the beginning of class, yoga is a process of the breath. So we'll take a minute here before we go into Shavasana, which is resting pose. We can't lie on our backs. We can't lie on the right side. We can sit in a chair, or we can lay on the left side. Go ahead and softly open the eyes. If you want to lay on the left side, it's nice to have the pillows. I have one for the head. I have one for between the knees. Go ahead and get to a comfortable position and take your time. Close those eyes. Get nice and comfy. I want you to think about your right shoulder, your right elbow, the right wrist. Just relax and release that area. The left shoulder, the left elbow, the left wrist. Just relax and release. The right hip, the right knee, the right ankle. Just relax and release. The left hip, the left knee, the left ankle. Just relax and release. Think about the low back, the mid back, the upper back. Just relax and release that whole head. Just relax and release into the pillow. Be very quiet and let you enjoy the next couple of minutes. Just enjoy this nice deep rest. You've deserved it. Eyes closed, gently wiggle the fingers, gently wiggle the toes, relax the fingers and relax the toes. Very softly begin to open the eyes and gently close the eyes. Taking a nice big inhale through the nose, followed by a nice cleansing exhale. Just sign it out through that nose. Very softly open the eyes. We don't want to get up too quickly. Enjoying the peace and tranquility that we've gotten from today's yoga practice. I'm going to take this with us throughout the day today. time. Coming out of the position, go ahead and put the right hand onto the mat. Slowly come up into a comfortable seated position. Again, your legs can be extended, they can be crisscrossed, whatever feels comfortable to you. Taking the shoulders up and down. I see that we've got my baby, my furry baby, Tux. He did yoga with us today. So go ahead and inhale those hands up, reaching for that length, palms together, exhaling down. And thank you for coming and sharing your time with me. Namaste.